Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome back to Pagan Tales. Today we're talking about Aphrodite because this time of year it's very common for a lot of people to turn their thoughts to Aphrodite, either because it is the season of romance and that calls to mind one of the most arguably famous goddesses associated with romantic love, or sometimes because people are seeking her favor to help attract a lover. Aphrodite's origin story does tend to vary depending on whether you are reading from the account of Hesiod's Theogony or Homer's Iliad. Theocid said that after Cronus slew his father Uranus and then he castrated him, he then threw Uranus's severed genitals into the sea, and then Aphrodite emerged from the sea foam. Homer, on the other hand, declares that Aphrodite is the daughter of Zeus and Dione. Either way, either Aphrodite was known for her astonishing beauty. It created so much controversy amongst the gods that there were fears, not without foundation, that Aphrodite's beauty could cause a war amongst the gods. So, in an effort to forestall such a catastrophe, Zeus married off Aphrodite to Hephaestus, a smith god who was lame, and he was decidedly not known for being handsome. Consequently, as you know, she was not attracted to her husband. He was not a husband of her own choosing. Aphrodite ended up having endless affairs. First, we have Ares, god of war, who was a frequent bedmate of Aphrodite's, and he fathered Harmonia, a goddess of harmony and concord, the twins Phobos, god of fear, particularly psychological fear, and Deimos, god of terror and dread, and Eros, god of love and desire, and also possibly Anteros, god of unrequited love and a punisher of those who scorn love. Aphrodite and Hermes also had a relationship and produced Hermaphroditus, who's known for becoming an androgynous being after the nymph Salmacis merged with him. Then there's the children that Aphrodite had with Poseidon, named Rhodos, and is considered to be the embodiment of the island of Rhodes. And then Eryx, who is not considered to be a deity, but more like a king or a hero. Aphrodite also had a relationship with the mortal man Anchises, with whom she had Aeneas, who became a symbol of destiny and ideals, and also Adonis, who was known for his beauty. And then, in a rather icky turn of events, it seems that Aphrodite also had an affair with Adonis, and who actually fought with the goddess Persephone over who got to keep him. And this ended up with Zeus having to intervene and declaring that Adonis had to split the year between the two. Oh, but we're not done. Aphrodite is also the mother of Pathos, a god of longing and yearning. His father is either Ares or Dionysus. That wasn't quite clear. Next is Himeros, a god of desire and unrequited love. His father is usually unspecified. Then Pytho, a goddess of persuasion and seduction, daughter of Aphrodite, with a disputed father. The Graces or the Charities are daughters of Aphrodite. Usually Zeus is considered to be their father. Then we have Beroe, a daughter of Aphrodite and Adonis. Golgos, associated with the city of Golgai, who is a son of Aphrodite. And lastly, so far as I am currently aware of Aphrodite's offspring, we have Priapus, who is a fertility god known for the size of his dangly bits. And it's Dionysus who is credited with fathering him. So, now that we've gone through all that, you could be forgiven if that all that gave you the impression that Aphrodite seldom leaves her bedroom. However, she is also a goddess of war, which isn't too terribly surprising considering the state of her personal life, bound to cause conflict. But Aphrodite is also associated with the sea and with sailing. And as a side note, it seems that Aphrodite was also linked with the death at Delphi. Now, while Aphrodite was sometimes called upon to preside over marriages, I think it's clear why she's more often thought of and remembered as this patron of prostitutes. Certainly, if someone struggles with being excessive in matters of the flesh, Aphrodite is probably not going to be the deity who will help influence them into having a healthy restraint in such matters. That's not her function. Nevertheless, it's not for us to judge Aphrodite. She's a deity, so We're not, and her role and her function in the universe is quite different from that of a human. She literally operates according to different rules than we do. So while most of us would probably be much better off avoiding the complicated marriage and family situation that Aphrodite has, she, of all beings, knows the heart. One of the beautiful things in pagan religions is that we have the ability to reach out and connect with deities that have an incredible understanding of what we go through, uh, be, down to the very core of their being. I mean, you're not going to connect with someone like Aphrodite if you're yearning for a partner or reeling from a heartbreak and then get told by her that what you're feeling, what you're going through doesn't matter. These things do matter, objectively, for as a matter of human well-being. And for Aphrodite, because her essence is centered on the heart, she will not treat your hopes or your pain as something that's meaningless or something you should set aside or just get over, in the sense of, ignoring it as opposed to healing and, starting anew. So, if you should decide to work with Aphrodite this season or just in general, it's a good idea to come bearing gifts and to be generally aware of some of the things associated with her. As a matter of general etiquette, I always think it's more graceful to build up a rapport with the deity before going to them and asking for favors. So, just something to bear in mind there. Common correspondences for Aphrodite include sea salt, copper, rose quartz, apples, myrtles, roses, and scallops. So if you do decide to bring her a gift, those are good places to start. Also, you might write poetry in her honor. I think that would be very well received. If you make a request of Aphrodite in matters of love, it's a good idea to be specific about your hopes and your expectations. I mean, it's one thing for Aphrodite to throw someone, handsome and exciting into your path, and quite another for Aphrodite to throw someone with whom you could potentially have a lifelong partnership into your path. Be honest about what you want and need. And on that note, I would like to wish you a very happy, an early happy Valentine's Day to you and to the sweetie who has captured your own heart. May Aphrodite bless your love life. And come back next week and we'll be getting to know her son, Eros, a little bit better. So let me know about your own experiences and thoughts about Aphrodite in the comments or send me an email at brigantiablackbird@protonmail.com and I'll catch up with you there. But I think that'll do it for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.